Heard about her because some of the girls at nutrition thought they saw her taking some capsules up in the girls' restroom.
These crazy kids. Conclusion, officer. Investigate a little further. This could be a case of brutality, but appearances can also be deceiving. This is the briefing room of the police department. Before each water shift, the officers gather here to get their assignments and to review such things as first aid, changes in the penal code, rules of search and seizure, methods of mob and riot control, and other subjects pertinent to police work.
Sergeant Hutchison, give me your undivided attention, please. Sergeant Hutchison. Gentlemen, you remember yesterday we talked about the use of mouth-to-mouth resuscitation for those people who have stopped breathing. Today we're going to cover that phase on the closed heart massage, which is...
What exactly is a policeman's job?
The person is not breathing.
Besides the apprehension of criminals and the recovery of stolen property, a policeman to keep the peace and one who needs help without favor or discrimination. And in these troubled times of confrontation and prejudice, that sometimes takes a lot of doing. And what exactly is a policeman's uniform? Too many people see it only as a symbol of authority, but it is a symbol of service. A uniform doesn't mean that the man inside it is especially good or particularly bad, just human. A lot of things happen every day in a police officer's life. We're going to see some of them.
Roll call training today. You report to your vehicles topside now.
It's a human frailty, and police officers are human, to be tempted to judge people on some superficial basis, such as the style of their hair, or the color of their skin, or the clothes they wear. Now that's prejudice, pure and simple.
Boy, what a long-haired weirdo.
Yeah, we ought to be able to issue citations to make him take a bath.
I personally think all long hairs are dopers. I'd like to shake him down and see what he told.
Let's tell it as it is. It's a fact that long hair or hippie clothes generate suspicion and sometimes outright hostility in many policemen. But prejudice works two ways. It's also a fact that a policeman's uniform generates suspicion and outright hostility in many people. No, you can't know the content of a book by looking at its cover. And you can't judge a man's character by looking at his hair, skin, or clothes. The first step toward better relations between all people is to keep an open mind about each other. A prejudiced attitude toward anyone grows from little things you see or hear. It's hard to keep an open mind about the cops, for example, if you live where you hear a lot of talk about bad police behavior. A friendly word or a sharp word can sway you one way or the other.
Hey, watch it, kid.
Yeah. It's the little things.
What's he yelling at me for? I guess they're right. Cops don't care about us.
But as we said, prejudice works both ways. You can be prejudiced for somebody, for the same reasons. Little things such as a smile and a helping hand.
You look like you need some help, son.
I sure do. Thanks.
Get these things picked up.
Can't tell about cops. Some are mean and others are nice.
Now this youngster is smart. He isn't going to make a snap judgment about all policemen on a basis of what he hears about them, or on a basis of how some of them behave. He's going to keep an open mind.
Anaheim Police, Officer Burbank. right there. Here's a girl under the influence of drugs at Waverly High School.
Unit 2604.
2604, Caprell and Euclid.
Unit 2604 at Waverly High School. Check a girl reported.
High school student drug involvement has grown to serious proportions. Wherever a strong trend develops among persons of the same age group, it's human nature to jump to the conclusion that everybody in the group is following the same trend. Such prejudgment is both unwise and unfair, whether you're a student, a teacher, or an officer of the law.
Do you have any idea what's the matter with her?
No, I don't, and I'm really concerned about her. Some of the girls that thought they started taking some pills in the girls' restroom at nutrition time.
These crazy kids are always popping pills anymore. Let's take her in and book her. Have you ever seen her like this before?
No, I've never seen her like this before. This is the first time.
Let's make her first time or last time. Let's take her in and book her. What do you think?
Prejudgment is prejudice. Coming to a conclusion before all the facts are known only seems to prove something. But in reality, it doesn't prove a thing.
Has anyone checked her locker or purse for possible narcotics?
I don't know, maybe one of the administrators has. I've been too busy trying to decide just what the problem might be.
Right here is all the evidence we need. Let's take her in and book her. What is it? Oh, brother. What's the matter? The doctor's prescription for pain pills. They want to book her, Larry?
Well now, so it would seem that not all these crazy kids are popping pills today.
You are?
So don't jump to conclusions. Only when all the facts are known can you make a fair judgment of a person or a situation. In this case, Diane had had 2 wisdom teeth pulled the day before and just took too many pain pills in an effort to overcome the pain. Moral, don't prejudge anyone. Sometimes even what you see can mislead you. And sometimes what you hear from someone else can be even more misleading.
Hey, don't let those uniformed Gestapo characters fool you, kid. Out where everybody can see, they're real nice. But let them get you alone, and look out, 'cause they'll beat the hell out of you. You know what happened down at the park yesterday? Well, I'll tell you about those Gestapos. I was there. This kid was doing a thing, and all of a sudden along comes this cop and starts to club him. I saw the whole thing. I saw him hit that kid with a stick. I saw the whole thing. If a bunch of us hadn't yelled and attracted attention, that poor kid might have been killed.
This tactic is called the big lie. It's a hate tactic. The same tactic that helped create the Nazi horrors of World War II. Troublemakers use lies to poison the minds of one group of people against other groups of people, against anybody they happen to hate. We should all remember that many of the things we sometimes hear from other people aren't necessarily truthful. We should get all the facts and then decide for ourselves. Now let's see what really happened.
Hey, did you get your pool table fixed? Yeah, it's out of sight. Oh, really? Yeah, hey, we got the whole play den fixed up. What do you say we throw a party this weekend?
Yeah.
My parents are out of town.
Hey, look at this. A soft touch.
Hey, man, let's have some fun. Yeah. Hey, what's the big idea? I was just going to ask you the same question. What's the idea of kicking my foot? I didn't kick your foot. You tripped me.
He's arguing. That ain't nice.
Hey, I like your watch. Hey, leave it alone. Hey, that's not nice. He wants to see your watch.
It is 2615.
2615, go ahead.
2615, I have a 415 fight in progress, north side of Boyston Park. Roll me a follow-up.
Unit 2615, 10-4.
If you're inclined to think of a policeman's uniform as a symbol of oppression, You've never been in a situation like this. More often than not, a police uniform is a symbol of salvation. A very welcome sight indeed.
Are you all right, Tim? Let me take a look here. Can you walk? Yeah. Looks like your friends worked you over pretty good. Look, I'm going to take you over in my car and try to get you patched up with a first aid kit over there, okay? Come on. What? You okay now? Not too bad.
I saw the whole thing. I saw him hit that kid with a stick. I saw the whole thing.
Beware of the tactics of the big lie. Don't let anyone make a tool of you.
All right, let's
and
break it up.
a
Everybody
fool.
break it up. Come on out.
Don't let anyone fan your anger, inflame your emotions, just to serve his end. Be sure you know the whole truth, and then make up your own mind. At first glance, this would seem to be a clear-cut case of police brutality. Well, before you add your own angry voice to theirs, let's go back to the beginning.
Out of the sun. What an amazing thing that I was number one. I ought to know. Easy come, easy go. Sit it out. Spinning the dial. Thinking about the jump I did.
What's wrong?
I don't know, but I got an awful pain right here.
Let's go out and get some fresh air.
Yeah, man, am I crazy? The doctor told me I shouldn't over-exercise. Got a little trouble with my heart. Hanging around, taking it slow. Happy I'm now, I still can smile and sing the show. Hanging around, taking it slow.
Police, send an ambulance to the teen den at 89th and Cypress. My boyfriend's had a heart attack in the parking lot. Hurry!
Unit 2619.
2619 East, Nornsdorf.
2619, 1033, emergency traffic. 902M, possible heart attack. Victim in parking lot of Teen Den Cafe, 89th and Cypress. Make your run code 3.
Officer, help him. I think he's had a heart attack. Leave him alone. He's helping him. Leave him alone.
Okay, move back a little bit. Hey, come on, get out of the guy's way. Can't you see he's trying to help him? Come on, move back.
So, a police uniform is not automatically a symbol of brutality, any more than long hair is always a symbol of resistance and confrontation. It's unwise and unfair to jump to a conclusion about police behavior based on a quick look.
Hey, look at those cops with their guns out. Probably for a simple traffic violation.
Lady, this simple traffic violation began just a few minutes ago. and it very easily could have endangered you. The elements of a crime don't always happen at the same time or in the same place.
All Anaheim units, stand by. Station 26 to all 26 units.
A 211 armed robbery just occurred at the TikTok Market at Sycamore and State College. 3 male white juvenile suspects driving a 1968
Chevrolet Impala, two-door, green. License, Victor Henry Frank, 712.
last seen southbound on State College from Sycamore. This vehicle is a reported Anaheim stolen.
Unit 2625.
Unit 2625.
Unit 2625, now in pursuit, 211 vehicle, eastbound on Ball Road from Harbor.
All units, stand by. Any 26 unit in the area of Ball and Harbor, acknowledge for follow-up. Unit 2621, I can follow from Harbor and Freeman. 10-4, Unit 2621, follow up. Unit 2625, you're 1020 now.
Unit 2625, I'm now southbound on Lewis from Ball.
Unit 2621, did you copy? He's now southbound on Lewis from Ball. Unit 2621, 10-4, I'm behind him now, and we're making the car stop right up.
Hold it right there. You with a gun, drop it. Put your hands up. Come around the side of the car. Put your hands on the hood. Spread eagle.
So don't base your attitude about life and people on such uncertain symbols as the clothes or uniforms they wear, or the color of their skin, or the way they style their hair. Neatly creased trousers and short combed hair are no better indication of a man's character than are hippie clothes and long hair. Whenever you have to make a judgment that really matters, be sure you have considered all the facts before you positively make up your mind. Whoever we are, students, parents, teachers, police officers, the general public, it will make a better world for all of us if we reserve judgment until we take another look.